Welcome in. We are in Santan Valley, Arizona, a beautiful town that popped up out of nowhere. The last 10 years, there was nobody barely living out here, and now it's turned into a new city, a new American city. Everything's brand new, parks everywhere, young families raising their kids. We are in Santan Valley. Santan Valley, Arizona. We're heading to Coolidge. Where's JLR? We will see him tonight. Right. Good afternoon, good morning. Morning. And all we got is time. Change your mind to believe. Santan Valley. To believe. Me, give me something to believe in. We not resting footsteps. I can see horizon light. I'll be just I'm on the train. Watch it fly. Ready, sing it. Sing it something you believe in. Something you believe in. All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. We are in Santan Valley. Look at how beautiful this city is. Perfect roads. Look at these sidewalks. You actually can walk down these sidewalks without cracks, without tree roots pushing up. Look at this. Brand new city. Brand new. If you want to look up Santan Valley, that's where we're at right now. Hopefully you're having a good sun. Meeting up with everybody tonight. JLR, Mark the Shark, the Juice, maybe Juanita will be there. Let's see who else. Alex. Tonight we are meeting. This week is going to be a big awareness week. They're trying to let the case go. We're not going to let it go until they give us answers. So let's see who's in the chat today. We are now leaving Santan Valley and we are heading to Coolidge. Coolidge, here we come. The great town of Coolidge. Let's see if I can. Can't really see the chat yet, but I'm going to get it set up so I can see it. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. I thought yesterday was Sunday all day. For what I don't know why, some days they just feel like that. But I woke up and was surprised we got one more day of the weekend. Hello, hello. Do, do, do. Been happy. I've been getting all the green lights. Turn that off. All right. So we are on the one-lane road. Now there is many ways to Tucson. Well, let's say 2 or 3 ways. So we are taking kind of the back route from the Phoenix area. Santan Valley is kind of a suburb of Phoenix, Chandler, all these different little cities. A lot of people don't know Phoenix is the 5th largest city and the suburbs around Phoenix in America. All right, Paige, welcome in. I haven't even shared this out, so if you're able to share it out, that helps out the channel, obviously. Good afternoon. We're just kind of a chill ride today. Maybe places you've never seen. But the next city we are hitting is Coolidge, Arizona. Got some slow pokes in front of us. Hey, hey, Allison. See some more back roads of Arizona. Why are you braking? The scenic routes usually are one lane, so we kind of got looks like a little bit of traffic, maybe some church traffic. I don't know. But let me know where you're signing in from today. I know we got a couple international viewers. But here is what the discussion that's been going on is. The authorities, the way that they have released information on this Nancy Guthrie case is not normal. Obviously, we've seen that. But what it's actually caused is it's actually caused more, in my opinion, this is all my opinion, of course, more frustration by the public for no reason. After 6 months, they need to be more transparent. We have every right to know what they think happened. And right now, the authorities, specifically Sheriff Christopher Nanos, has been breaking the rules of conduct, in my opinion. If you guys go to my X, I posted his rules of conduct for the sheriffs. He literally has broken every rule of conduct, including being transparent with the community. I could see the first 3 months, maybe the 4 months. We're at the 6 month point, and they're still acting like, oh, we got to keep quiet. Come on, give me a break. The reason you want to keep quiet is to cover your ass. You don't care that the public has every right to know where the investigation is at today. We, the people, deserve to know. I get everybody give them the respect for 6 months of just, okay, let them be silent. But now, I don't mean to pay that song. What the heck? How do you turn this music off? What the heck? Oh my gosh, sorry about that. Jeez. You're cutting in and out. Dang it. Let me get the Wi-Fi on. Let me know how the sound is going now. I just got us on Starlink. Just got us on there. All right, so we are leaving Santan Valley. Used to live right near here. It's a great area. Lots of young families moving here, raising their kids. And now we are getting to the outskirts here. Lots of farmland. Coolidge, we're going to next. Coolidge. But as you can see right here to the right, you're going to see that sign. It says Pinal County, and then all these home builders. So they're planning on building hundreds of thousands of homes out here. So what people do is they go buy one of these brand new homes. I mean brand new homes. And then they can get it a little cheaper. All right, let's get to Coolidge. Safe driving. Thank you so much. It's a cool name, Attaway. Attaway Road. The lonely roads of Arizona. Look at the lonely saguaro standing. One saguaro standing right there. He made it. But look at all these D.R. Horton homes, Beezer. So I guess Coolidge is going to be the next hot spot for um, for building new homes. So a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll leave California, because California, a lot of people say, is ridiculous to live in. The amount it costs, and people, and the politicians that live in some of the, it's just horrible. Why does it say street closed ahead? So they come out here and they can go get a house for like 200,000, a brand new house, 250,000 maybe. And we're talking a big house, 3-4 bedroom, 1,500, 2,000 square feet. Welcome in. Just try to catch up with some chat, but it's a little hard with the sun angle right now. If I put it on mute for a second, it's because I get a call, but it'll be back. But here I am. I forgot I was gonna go down the highway, but then this route I've never traveled, so I figured, hey, let's do the small town route back to Tucson. Now up on the right, we do, it looks like a concrete, possibly a concrete factory plant, concrete plant. Yep, exactly. Look at the concrete trucks. I bet they're doing good business out here with all the building. Now we are in Coolidge, city limits, everybody. Coolidge. I'm going to put it on mute for about a couple minutes. I'll be back, though. Just enjoy the sights. Kind of a random stream. But here it is. Random. Hold on one. All right, everybody, we do have a special guest right now that just called in. We got Cases in Conversation. Michelle is on her way to Tucson. Hello.
Hey everyone, we're headed out. Max is actually going to be at the airport now, waiting for my car. It's going to be a long flight.
How long is the flight?
I think it's like 7 hours. So our first one, okay, right there. My first leg, I stop in Atlanta, but we get in about 9:30 tonight, so that's nice. So we depart at 5, get in at 9:30, and because of the 3-hour time change, it actually works for the positive coming in.
Well, I know you said your ride's just getting there. How about you give me a call when you get to Atlanta or whenever you just got like 5 minutes and you're just waiting for the next plane or something?
Yeah, that works. Yeah, and let me know about your schedule the next few days. We obviously want to see you. Max has a hat for you, I think.
Nice. All right. Well, tell Max I said look forward to meeting him and you, and we'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow. But give me a call in a couple hours when you get somewhere safe.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much.
All right. See. Bye to the.
Everyone.
All right. See you later.
See you.
All right, everybody. That was Cases and Conversations. Michelle. She is just getting to the airport. Travel day. So awesome to hear when people are coming to visit Tucson. Check out the scene. Look at how awesome and beautiful the scenery is, but also she's been covering the Nancy Guthrie case, and I always tell people it's important maybe if people keep covering it to plan a trip to come out here to get a feel of the house, look at the house, look at the neighborhood. Look at this plane right in front of us. Holy smokes! Whoa! Jeez. All right, everybody, we are in Coolidge right now. Safe travels. Yeah, she might be in the chat. I don't know. She was just getting in an Uber, and so she might not see it. But there's that yellow plane that you guys just saw in front of me. That's what they call a crop duster. So there's all kinds of crops around here, and those planes go and they fly over the crops and they spray pesticide. But here's the cute little town of Coolidge. Got the drive-through liquor store, a Wendy's and a McDonald's. You got the Moonlight Motel. Woo! Doggy. I think I'll pass on that one. See, so we got gas at 7-Eleven here, which is looking at $4.49 a gallon. Yes, we are going to Lawrence tonight. Looking forward to that. The interview room, yes, that is always good. Sunday nights, I think they always do a good show every night, but Sunday nights, I think they've dropped some big shows Sunday night, from what I remember. So Coolidge is a little more established, as you could see, compared to some of the towns. All right, after we leave Coolidge, oh my gosh, Cases and Conversations, thank you. Thank you so much for the super. Safe travels today. Everybody go give her channel a follow. She's going to be doing some streaming out here in Arizona. We almost are getting the likes up to 320. Thank you for hitting the like button. Kind of a random stream today, but give some perspective of what it's like in Arizona, maybe going through these small towns, and then you see what it's like in Tucson. And one of these days, I'm going to go up to Phoenix and do a stream from Phoenix. Scottsdale. Yeah, so that flight across from the East Coast to Tucson is hard to find direct flights unless you go to like a main big city. But even then, there's always like places you have to stop. Um, I remember I did take a red eye one time from Tucson. No, where was it? It was from Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix to LaGuardia in New York, and that was like a straight shot. But sounds like a lot of people have to fly to Atlanta and then fly out from Atlanta. For whatever reason, Atlanta's like a hub. Your vacation home, yes. A lot of people are scared of the heat, but I'm scared of the damn humidity. It's been a little humid up here, and wow, once that humidity kicks in, oh man, you can't even go outside. It's just muggy and ugh. But this, so it's not as bad as far as, in my opinion, I've lived here, so it might, but it does affect people's skin differently. So if you live in a humid climate and then you come out to Arizona, it does affect your skin, maybe even your breathing a little until you get used to it. Um, so it's all interesting to see what people say when they come out here, how how the air feels compared to where they're from. Do you like a good winter blizzard? Yes, yes. I lived in Montana, and we had some great snow up there. But of course, I would prefer not to have snow. The desert. There's really nothing to be scared out here unless you kind of go out into the middle of the desert. And the only reason is that is because if something does happen, you're out in the middle of the desert. You can't get to a place quick. But people do get stung by the rattlesnakes, and they it's not that common. But I would say during certain times of the year there is an uptick. Yeah, the javelinas are pretty docile animals as far as they won't like attack you. But if you do get close and you scare them, they will kind of like I've had one lunge at me one time when I was riding my bike, and I must have scared the what out of it because all of a sudden it jumped out of this bush at me. Luckily, it didn't hit me, but the javelinas do not really attack people. Snake boots. Yeah, if you're planning on going out hiking, like into the desert, like not on hiking trails, like for instance, what Jim was doing, he found out firsthand what can happen out here if you're not, you know, prepared. But he came out prepared. He had his snake boots on, everything, and but he said he was surprised about the killer bees. And the killer bees, they can set up shop anywhere, but mainly you're going to see more of them out in the outskirts near, fields and things like that, farmhouses. Shout out to the killer bee guy here in Arizona. He has a great channel. Yeah, the humidity, that's some dangerous stuff right there. Whew. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you so much. Sunday Adventures is right. The next place I'm going to is Eloy. Thank you again, Kathleen. Dehumidifiers. Wow. Dehumidifiers. That seems like a genius idea right there. Oh my gosh. Hey, Julie, welcome in. And Lore, welcome in, Lore. Christine, Melissa. Some of the trips will be, random live drives, streams, but in the future, definitely want to plan to go and spend some, a day in these little towns, just getting go back to Bisbee, because a lot of it, with the time, we just don't see a lot of it. Yeah, the goal would be to get up to Grand Canyon. That is on the bucket list. I've been there, obviously, but to take the stream, now we got the Starlink. Imagine streaming from the Grand Canyon. Yeah, back up to Mount Lemon too. I've been almost went up there a couple times, but in the summer times it gets so packed. Um, the best thing is to get up there like first thing in the morning. Make sure I don't lose my turn. All right, perfect. So we are going to go into Tucson here after Eloy. So basically we went Santan Valley, Coolidge, Eloy. Now right to this, look at this right here, guys. That is a prison. That is a prison right there, everybody. A prison. It's not the best view but that is, right now there is inmates locked away in that prison. I don't know what prison it is, but we got lots of prisons here. Thank you so much, Ritzy. Thank you. Enjoy your day. Thank you. Enjoy your day too, everybody. Hopefully you're just relaxing, maybe going on your own adventure. But thank you for tuning in, hanging out with the chat. I know I can't see a lot of it, but everybody has just become good friends and a great community. Just, it's awesome to see. Thank you again, Ritzy, Kathleen, Michelle, everybody hitting that like button too. Thank you. Yes, I agree, Joy. It's amazing. But there's just this brand new huge building out here. I wonder what that is. Can't really see it from the. these are the cities of the future. Anybody looking to invest, Eloy would be a good place to get some land or buy some houses or whatever, rent them out, because in the next 10 years, this is all going to be a huge another huge city. The population out here in Arizona is growing so fast. They're building up these cities within, 5 years. It goes from a couple thousand to 50,000. So a lot of people, they're looking for investments. They maybe pick up a house or two and then rent it out. I don't know. But if you want to look up the town that we are heading to, it's called Eloy, Eloy. Oh, your son used to live in Coolidge. Nice. Yes, great area. I used to live in Queen Creek. Oh, wow, he's a prison guard. Well, much respect for him. That's a hard job, and it just amazing that he's, doing that, because we need people to step up. They're protecting the citizens in those jails. It's a hard job. I don't think I could do it. I'd probably burn out quick. But it does pay well from what I heard. Welcome in, Aviation Duty. So we are going to go to Nancy Guthrie's house. When we get to Tucson, we're going to get off the freeway. We're going to drive by the Nancy Guthrie house. Picacho Peak, everybody. You've heard that name a lot. So that's where we are at now. You remember where Jim was at? That's where we're at. Now those are all pecan trees in front of us, everybody. Pecan trees. There's a pecan farm right there. Pecan trees. Right, we are almost to Picacho Peak. The good thing about going on these back roads and then you get on the freeway here is you miss a lot of the traffic in Phoenix. You don't really I don't really notice too much when I've been around the pecan trees. I don't know if they have a big smell. I didn't notice. Get some pecan pie. Thank you, Kathleen. Hello, Christine, Karen. Thank you, Jean. Good to see you in the chat. That sign says rain, wet roads. I'm like looking, I don't see any rain. Thank you, Pamela. Maybe I'll get off right here at this next exit, Picacho Peak, and I'll drive around for a minute or two there. Gelato. Very, I love gelato. Lena, welcome in. Hope everyone's enjoying the Sunday. What's today? The 16th. August 16th. Amazing how quick this year is flying by. Shout out to all the semi drivers out there putting in the miles every day. Sweet dude, she in the house. Sweet dude, Chivy. Checking in all the way from Canada. Chicka chicka boom boom. Alright, so we are going to get off the freeway here and I'm just going to drive around Picacho. Now this is the spot right where that mountain is where, like I said yesterday, the biggest or the farthest west Civil War battle in American history. This is where it was fought, right here at this Picacho Peak. So that's where we're going. Now you can go hike all the way to the top there. Obviously you want to do it probably not in the middle of the summer. But that is a big hiking mountain, beautiful mountain, Picacho Peak. So this is exactly where Jim was hanging out, searching. Welcome in. Thank you so much, Gene. Last night I looked on YouTube and one of my old favorite YouTubers was online doing a live stream, a live drive. Shout out to Jeremy from LA, whatever his channel's name. I always forget it. I don't know why. Jeremy Reed was live last night. He drives around and does the streams. See who else. A couple of shows. I know Thornbridge was live. I think they did a show. I got to check and see what they were talking about. But here we are. Picacho State Park. We'll get off the freeway. All right, so this is the location, like I said, where the Civil War battle was fought. Now we are going into the state park, Picacho Peak. Up the road, here we go. Welcome to Arizona State Parks, Picacho Peak State Park. Whoops. I got a picnic table up here. Welcome. So daily fee. We're looking at $10, 20 for people with 2 to 4 weeks. If you walk in, it's $5. So we're just gonna drive through. We're just gonna say hello and tell them we're driving through. We didn't know. Hey, I'm just driving through.
Yeah, you're good. You can turn around.
Yeah. Any cool facts you want to say about what's going on? I mean, I know the Civil War happened here.
Yeah, so the Civil War battle happened right across the highway there.
Across the highway.
It wasn't exactly at our park. We're just the closest public site to it, so we just kind of talk about it over here.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, our mountain was formed by a lot of volcanic activity, so it's a lot of old volcanic rock.
Nice.
And it's been a landmark for like a really long time.
Yeah. Oh, I've been seeing it. Well, cool. I just wanted to. We're live on YouTube right now, so we're doing a little virtual stream. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff out here through geology and things like that.
Yeah.
Are you heading up towards Phoenix?
No, Tucson.
Tucson, I
Yep.
gotcha.
Over in the Nancy Guthrie case. Have you heard about her?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on it?
I don't know too much about it. I mean, I saw it in the news a whole bunch a while ago, but it's kind of petered out as far as I understand it. So,
well,
unfortunate thing for sure, though.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. Well, if you want to follow along, we're on 857 Tucson.
All right, cool.
Nice
yeah,
meeting you.
Into it. Yeah, have a good one.
All right, here we go, guys. Let's keep moving. Just talked with the ranger. He said he kind of petered out. He said he knows about Nancy Guthrie. But look at this beautiful, beautiful peak. All right, we talked to the ranger. Mission accomplished, I guess. So I guess the battle happened across the street. So I'll kind of give you a little view of what's going on here. You can see. So that's the peak. You can go hiking up there. I mean, in the good weather is the best time. But look at this. That's where he said the battle happened over there. That's where he said the battle happened. Why isn't it? Now it's not going to focus? You serious? Guess I won't take it off again. Dang it. Try to get a better focus. I don't know why all of a sudden it's giving me a hard time. Jeez, what a... Alright, pull over for a minute and fix this. One second. I haven't had time to clean the windows. Sorry, it just didn't work out. But they will be cleaned today. Just didn't have time. When you're on the road, there's no I didn't have anything to go through. Alright, we got the picture back. Alright guys, do you want to go to the lion's den? Who wants to go to the lion's den? The lion's den, everybody. We're going. Oh my gosh. The lion's den. Whoa, whoa. What's going on at the lion's den? Oh my gosh. Holy smokes. What the heck? Oh my gosh, the lion's den, everybody. Woo-wee. I have no idea how this place makes it, but we have a adult superstore right here at Picacho Peak. And there's the owner over here or something. There it is. Woo! There she is. Craziness going on here. Look at this. This is some kinky stuff going out here at Picacho Peak. Look at this. What the heck is that? I don't want to go much farther down this road. Wow. Yeah, I think I'll pass. This looks like the start of a horror movie right here. It'd be a cool place to go shoot like a music video or something. Bring your band out to the lion's den. I'm gonna talk to the woman. She's the employee's outside. There she is. Look, she's going in. She's going in. I would bring you in, guys, but it's a little bit iffy in there, guys. Yeah, it's a little iffy. It's so random, though. How does this make it? Okay, this is the only place out here that's business, and I mean, how does it make it? I don't know. Who decided to put an adult store right here? I give you props. Like, you're driving down the road and you're like, oh, we need to stop quick. I left it at home. I don't know. Whatever. It's for the truckers. Yeah, I was thinking that too. But anytime I've ever driven by that, um, I've never seen a vehicle there. Like trucks, if the truck wanted to get there, that would be really hard to bring a semi up into that. So to me, it doesn't connect that it's only for truckers because there's not really a good place for semis to pull in there and park. So it's a little confusing. But shout out to the owners because that place has been there forever. So for whatever reason, they're able to stay in business and keep it open. Is it blurry? It should normal. It doesn't show blurry on my end. Now right here is the ostrich farm. Right here, ostrich farm. Stingrays, butterflies, ostrich farm. Oh dang it! Gotta fix that. Mail order. That could be. That could be a good call on that. Yeah, you can go. They used to have these monster trucks that you could pay, and they would take you around their property on these big monster trucks. So we are now on the I-10 freeway. We're probably about 30 minutes away from Nancy Guthrie's neighborhood. Not blurry. Good. Yeah. If it's blurry, maybe go in and come back out. It was blurry a little bit ago, so that's where people might be stuck at. Welcome in, CL. Yeah, Nanos, he was literally, let me call Nanos was Biden's B word. Nanos was Biden's B. Nanos literally was in Nanos and Biden. They probably were best friends. You know, hey, I'm about to send up millions of illegal immigrants. They have no papers. Who knows what diseases they have? Yes, we don't know their crimes, but hey, we're going to leave them up and we're going to put them right up through Chris Nanos' area. Hey, we got the whole Pima County radical government that set up the plan, and we have Chris Nanos in place to basically turn the other way. So, if you want to go on to X, just go on to X and type in Nick Shirley. Okay, you guys know Nick Shirley. He already came and exposed this, what's going on here in Tucson with the Nanos, who a lot of people are starting to think actually committed treason. I don't want to say he's evil, but he's definitely not in the best interest of American citizens. He is so, instead of evil, I'll call him ego. That's all it's about. It's about his ego. He doesn't care that he just basically helped implement the biggest illegal invasion of immigrants into America in our history. To me, he should be held responsible along with other people that set up the system to basically funnel thousands of people every hour, every day into our country with no documentation. Now, I'm not saying all these people are bad people, right? I get it. They were coming to America to, make their better life. But they also came with thousands and thousands of cartel members that are now in our cities all over across America. So if you want to ignore what Nanos basically was, and you want to get in Biden, and be like, Biden was the best. Okay, well, why don't you look at what he did to our country? He basically committed treason because Biden knew what was going on when millions of people were coming over here. Who knows what their story? I'm not saying they're all bad. We great people that be in America and want to be here. But anybody that wants to come here and see what's going on in Tucson, go drive around, that's not Donald Trump's fault, okay? That is nothing that is going on in Tucson is Donald Trump's fault. Everything that's going on in Tucson is because of the local politicians. So I'm going to get off the politics, but I'm trying to give you guys a perspective of what we're dealing with here. So you might be in some other state and you don't understand what happened here in Pima County. And I'm not trying to get political. I'm trying to just tell you the truth of what happened. It has nothing to do with who's president, what. It has to do with what happened on the last administration. But if you want to think Nanos is the best and he's the greatest, and that's your opinion, but if you lived in Arizona, you would be basically ignoring, which a lot of people do, what's really going on here. And so I'm sorry that I'm bringing out the truth of what actually happened and what we're having to deal with. So next topic, I know people get real if you try to explain what happened here in Arizona and why it happened. So So we are about to get off on Ina. Every time I see Ina Dog Mom, I think of Ina Road because that's where Nancy Street is, off of Ina. Now Ina turns into Skyline, so we will be hitting that up in about, see where we're at, probably about 20 minutes now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I don't discuss politics. I'm not discussing politics. What I was doing is explaining what a lot of people don't want to understand that happened. So it has nothing. It's explaining American history of what happened. It has nothing to do with. We have a broken immigration system. So I guess that's politics. I don't know. I'm just trying to help, maybe understand. So I apologize if anyone was offended, with me telling that. But, you know, thank you, Kathleen. We are now entering the town of Marana. If you remember, me and JLR actually had to go out. Well, we didn't have to, but we came out here one time because we thought there was a big raid going on. Thank you, Kathleen. And then that was the day that Brian Inton had an inside source, and he knew the location of the raid or the SWAT operation, and we had the bad address. So we ended up driving out here to Marana. I think we are at like one of the band members' houses or something. I don't know. Yeah, the only thing I'm going to end the politics is everybody has a lot of animosity for politics, but just remember, I'll leave it at this: in 2028, everybody will have a chance to vote for a new president, just like we had Biden, and then we had Trump and Biden and Obama. How many more presidents are you going to have in your lifetime? So that's what it is. We just deal with where we're at now, and one day, if anyone gets a chance, you get to vote in another president, and then, we'll see what things go there, but that's how it works. All right, so we are going to be going by Nancy Guthrie's neighborhood right now. Maybe I can see a neighbor, wave to him. I don't know. But Army Vet mentioned something yesterday. I was watching a show, listening to a show, and he talked about some new law that Pima County was trying to push, where people can't video in front of a house or something. I don't know. I got to look into it. But Army Vet, if you're in the chat, if you have that law you were going over, and you said, look, Pima County, they're about to pass this new law, based on YouTubers and streamers where people will get in trouble for just standing on a public road and videoing. I'm waiting to read that, but I don't even know if it's 100% true. But he said he found something. So Army vet, shout out to you. So yeah, he was talking about something about some sort of new law or ordinance that, people standing out in front of a house for a certain amount of time is now going to be a crime in Pima County, Russia. Hey Karen, thank you. I hope I didn't upset anybody or maybe get some unsubscribers for explaining what I think happened, but we're going to get back on track here. Ooh, close call. Yeah, the main thing is we just got to stay together. I see so many people and they don't get it. They don't get that. Who cares who the president is? We're here for America. You're going to have plenty of presidents. You might vote for a president next time that I don't like, and vice versa. Who gives a shit? They all do the same things. Both sides can be corrupt. So, quit being sensitive about it. It's annoying. I can tell you right now, I don't think Trump has ever been to Tucson. So, obviously, he doesn't give a shit about Tucson. So we got to not worry about national politics and focus on what we can do here in our own city or your own city if you're an activist. All right, we are about to set to get off here. Got some slow pokers. Got Mexico plates though. Mexico plates. He's going back to Mexico. Now we are in the Marana Avra Valley Road, and then we're almost going to be to the exit. We're going to go by Nancy Guthrie's neighborhood. Misters. Yeah, misters are pretty great thing to have out here. The thing about the misters is they actually add more humidity, so they can work, of course, but a fan and a mister. Those misting fans are the best. Cybertruck. I wonder if the Cybertruck is going to be the new slug bug. Every time you see a Cybertruck, you got to slug bug someone. Excuse me. Punch bug. Oh, wow. A cyber slug. You're going to get cyber slug every time you see one. I think we just termed a new term. Cyber slug. Oh man, that is a nice motorhome right there. Woo! Hey, Tucson, tea time. Green, welcome in, Green. All right, we are entering in city of Tucson. We're going to drop into the city through the Catalina foothills. Now, the airport is way over there, probably about another 15 miles down the road on the other side of town from Nancy's. So the airport drive from Nancy's is probably about 20-25 minutes from the airport to Nancy's. All right, we are getting off the freeway. About 10 minutes away from Nancy Guthrie's neighborhood. We are now in the city of Tucson. Actually, this might be more of like Marana still. I don't know if we're actually in the city limits. But steak for lunch. That sounds good. Can't go wrong with steak unless you're a vegetarian. All right, we are passing Dickey's Barbecue Pit. Do you guys have a Dickey's? Have you ever eaten at Dickey's Barbecue Pit? Great barbecue, national brand. We do have some really good barbecue spots out here. Dickey's. I prefer like a home, like a family operated barbecue place. They have a lot of those in Tucson. There's one called the Bashful Bandit. Been meaning to hit that one up. Yeah, I don't know. It's all over the nation. I just don't know all the cities it's in. Hey, Paula, Divine. I'm more into Nathan's hot dogs. All right, so we're just about a couple miles up the road. We're going to take a right, and then we'll be into the Nancy Drew neighborhood. It would be interesting if I could just talk to a neighbor, like friendly. Like I don't understand why to the neighbors. I mean, and not for like a hello. They would literally stop and talk to us for like 15, 20 minutes. So when all this say, all the neighbors want us gone, no. I mean, there was plenty of neighbors that literally were like thanking us. Where are they? Why aren't their voices being let out? So to me, it was confusing. Like, well, what? Wait a minute. These people were friendly, most of them, except for there was a couple grumpy neighbors. But not all the neighbors wanted us gone. I'll tell you that. Yeah, we're not really talking politics on this channel. So, like I said, national politics has nothing to do with what's going on, you know, in the big picture of the cartels that have literally brought in billions of dollars worth of drugs, and now we have 300,000 plus people dead. Okay, that's what you guys need to look at. Instead of playing the politic game, look at what is going on. 300,000 Americans are dead right now because of the cartel drugs. Now, if that doesn't piss you off, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, that to me, okay, we lost 3,000 people plus, I don't know the exact number, in 9/11. Okay, with the cartel, we've lost 300,000 and probably more, probably closer to 400,000. So instead of looking at these people and going, oh, look at this person, I don't like them. Look at what happened to our country. We've literally been attacked. Now, it's not the typical attack where they're like, oh, hey, we're going to drop this on us, you know, and disrupt like they did for 9/11. This is a more evil plan. 350,000 people right now are dead because of overdoses in America. That's what Americans should be pissed at. You know how many families right now, family members are family members? That's what I'm fighting for. I could care less who the damn president is. And that's the thing is, all presidents had ice. That's what I don't understand either. All presidents had ice. So it's that's America has immigration enforcement. We've always had it. Hello. I'm more looking at the big picture, 10, 15 years down the road. Everybody's so super focused in on what's going on this moment, which is important to look at as well. But look at the big picture here. We gotta cut these overdoses off. We got literally a country. So basically, China sends the chemicals to Mexico, and then Mexico makes the product, and then they ship it into America, and then we got dead Americans. I think it's time to wake up. That's what we're fighting against right now, in my opinion. Hey, tea time. Good to see you. Thank you so much for the super. Yeah, I'm not trying to divide. I'm really just trying to put things in perspective where people may have like, I don't like the president, but then you bring up, well, let's just drop the president. Let's just bring on what the cartel has done to our citizens. Does that piss you off? That they're literally bringing up stuff to kill people? Oh, they're not. It's the Americans' fault because we have a demand. So they have every right to do it because we have a demand. No. No, what they're doing is terroristic operations by doing that. In my opinion. And that's it. Right there. If someone's in, my prayers are with you, and that's what I'm fighting for. I'm fighting for Americans to stand up to these cartels and say, no, if you guys put pressure on the authorities to get these people out of our country, because what's going to happen is it might be a family member, it could be a friend that gets addicted, and that stuff is so powerful, ruining families. And the cartel is over there, you know, not giving a crap because they're making millions. So if you cut the supply, the demand will go away. It might take years, right? It might take 5 years. It might take 10 years. But until they treat it with urgency, every year we're going to have the cartel killing our citizens. Except they'll try to make it like it's our fault. Oh, it's our fault. Oh, okay. All right, we are getting almost to the turn here. Just about another mile, 1 mile, and we're going to be at Nancy's neighborhood. Do a little drive-by. Yeah, lots of the immigrants are hardworking people. I'm not denying that at all. Like I said, 80% of them are just good people. They want to live in America because their countries went to shit. I get it. But it's the 20% that are ruining it. If you go to my YouTube and you just type in the worst of the worst, you will see a video I put out of the people that they've arrested. Now, we're not saying all of them, of course not. But go to my YouTube, type the worst of the worst. I got to do part 2 here on that pretty soon. Yeah, this is just, I mean, I hope it's a positive discussion. I mean, you guys, trust me, we're not trying to get into battles. There's plenty of channels for years. Everybody's been battling. Everybody's done battling. We're just like, I'm just trying to advocate for the victims of these families that here in Tucson, you go listen to the scanner, you'll probably hear 10 to, if you listen to it all day, say 12 hours from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., you'd probably hear anywhere from 5 to 10 overdoses between that time. So there's essentially an overdose about every hour here in Tucson. And I'm not exaggerating. I know you guys maybe think, oh, yeah, no, I am 100%. And what it is now the drugs are so strong that they have to give them 2 and 3 Narcans to bring them back. we're on Orange Grove. You guys remember hearing that road? So Orange Grove, and then the next one is Campbell. So we will. Yeah, really, it's horrible. Now here in Arizona, well, all places, the fentanyl pills they don't like anymore because they don't do anything to the people because they've been cut with so many other substances that the pills. So they want the fentanyl powder here in probably everywhere. The fentanyl powder because it's pure, and that's where the overdoses. But those pills don't work for the people anymore. So they have to take sometimes 15 or 20 of those pills a day. Now the fentanyl powder, they just need a little bit of that. But the pills, they literally will eat 10, 20 of those a day. A day. I'm not kidding. But what's sad is I think a lot of the local governments, they've already written the people off. And so they just, if they can help people, they'll be happy, but they don't care if they don't help someone. Oh, the person said he doesn't want help, so we're just not going to help him. Oh, well, have you ever thought that person might not be thinking clearly? And he probably needs help just because he didn't ask for it. Oh, well, he said no, he doesn't want help. Okay, well, he's about to run in front of a car right now, and he's got one shoe on, and he hasn't taken a shower in 3 weeks. I think the dude needs some freaking. Oh no, we have compassion. We want to let them sleep out on the streets where they're going to be attacked by other homeless people. Oh, because he doesn't want help. He didn't ask for help, so we're just going to let him die on our streets. Oh, that really makes sense. Yeah, they can just set up tents right on our streets. Yeah, that's a great idea. Because jail is so bad. Oh my gosh. All right, everybody, we are on Nancy Guthrie Street. It looks like a freaking damn airport here with all these signs. It's like, holy shit. I would be pissed if I was these neighbors. Oh look. Oh look, the little groundhog was getting he was having lunch right in the middle of the road. Hey, Misty. Good to see ya. Joy. All right, more ugly signs for no reason. I mean, we're not even close to Nancy's house. And they have signs everywhere. As far as, I mean, there should be, the only place they should have these signs up are right in front of Nancy's house. I feel like I need to play some music or something here. I don't know. It is creepy here with these signs now. It's like, whoa, like something happened here. Look at these ugly ass signs everywhere. They even have them up here. I mean, seriously. These people are, they got some issues going on. Oh, this is a real needed one right here. We need a sign right here. Oh my gosh. There's Nancy's house offering money for pies tonight. Pies. Pick up some pies. Yeah, I could pick up some pies. I guess, does the grocery store have pies? Yeah, they got pies. Yeah, these were the grumpy ones. Okay, yeah, grocery store. I was thinking, I'm like, do they? Yep. Got a guy coming up on me quick. Go ahead! Go ahead! Golly. Freaking woman's on my butt jeez. Holy moly. I'm going the speed limit and she's coming up 30 miles an hour on the road. But they're, wow. No, it wasn't Sue Ellen. It was not Sue Ellen. Nobody waves. No neighbors wave here. I tried to wave and she didn't even wave. Tell what kind of neighborhood this is. All my neighbors wave. Yeah, residential streets are normally, 15, 20 miles an hour. She's up. That's all I was going. No, there's really good neighbors in there. Like I was saying earlier, I used to talk to them every day. I actually look forward to them every day. They would come. They would stop and they would talk. I mean, and we're not talking just wave. They would be like sitting there strategizing, like, what do they think happened? And I mean, But the grumpy neighbors, basically, their opinions matters more than the others, I guess. No, if you stop, you will guarantee get the sheriff called out on you. If you even stop right there with your car. Now, I'm talking for like more than 5 minutes. Say you parked and you got out and you were like taking a picture and, you will get the sheriff called on you. That's how grumpy these neighbors are. Even for only like a couple minutes. Oh, why do I keep... I haven't actually been by her house in a long time. The reason I went today is because I was just driving by the neighborhood coming back from Phoenix. So I was in Phoenix last night, and so I was coming into town, so I figured I'll just drive by. What is it going to hurt? And number one is I think people like to just see what the hell is going on at the house, anything new. But yeah, you're probably right. Nothing's changed. Everything's, the same. There's really no point, but um, just do it for the community. Prayers for Julie. But if you want a good resort to go to when you come to Tucson, right here is La Paloma. Probably can't see it. Wow, there's an art fest at La Paloma next Saturday. I might have to check that out. I need to get back to doing art. Been busy doing other stuff. I got all my art canvases just sitting there like, come finish me. Come finish. Make a Nancy Guthrie Hope painting. Maybe I'll do a Nancy Guthrie Hope. Use acrylic paint. I do like pop art paintings. But I've taken about 4 months. I've been so busy. And that's the way it goes sometimes, but I'm setting the intentions to put the time away because it's a very healing hobby. It's a very healing hobby. Yeah, that would be cool. Do a painting stream one time. That would be lots to do in the future. That's the thing. Lots to do. Lots of possibilities. Yeah, Linda, it's hard once you stop, but I encourage you to get back into it. Even if I always tell people, you got to stay creative. You got to stay creative. 857 and hitchhikers. Oh wow, Nancy. Nancy, I would love to see your artwork. If there's any other artists, let's help you get your name out. Or maybe you don't sell them, maybe you just do them for yourself. Is understandable. So, but if you do want to promote or just show, I love looking at people's art. I'm trying to work my way up to doing like murals. I'm pretty sure the problem with the murals though is getting all the right equipment to paint it. Sometimes you need ladders, and if you're doing like a big old mural on a big building or something, or on a wall. So we are in Catalina Foothills right now. We're on Skyline, kind of the normal route I take to get through the city here. I could go in the city, but this is just a lot nicer ride out here. Wow. Send me any paintings, any murals. I love to look at people's art. Try to get this so it doesn't shake, but abstract, yes. I love all art. Doesn't I collect antique art from the 1800s, but I like mid-century modern art. I like folk art too. All right, here I am, everybody. Wow, what a trip! That was fun. Hopefully, I didn't get too many unsubscribers. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Home is where the heart is. Thank you, CL. I got the pie money. Thank you. I got the pie money. Thank you. Pies in the chat. Pies in the chat. What kind of pie should I get? Should I get a cheesecake and a pie? Or just pies? What flavor pie? That's the question. Cheesecake and a pie. So they have those little cheesecake, they're like, they come in like 5 different types of cheesecake. And then so I'll get a cheesecake and I'll get a pie. Probably like a chocolate mousse pie, maybe. I'm a cheesecake. I like pecan pies. Pecan pie is my favorite. With some vanilla ice cream. Oh, gosh. Good night. Need a nap after that one. Cheesecake platter with the variety, yeah. They got one, it's like peanut butter cheesecake. Yeah, big crowd. There's about, the big cheesecake, I think it has like 10 pieces, and then the pie, so we should have plenty. Grandma Pickle Toe, or is it Grandma? Yeah, Grandma Pickle Toes. Hey, Marie, Diane. You know, I don't know how many are going to be there exactly, but I imagine like 10 to 12 people. Derby pie. I've never heard of a Derby pie. What is in a Derby pie? Oh, thank you, Kathleen. I love doing the adventures. The in-studio shows are fun, but the adventures I really love doing just because I love getting out and just seeing the sights. But thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, what is in a Derby pie? Can someone let me know what is in it? Because I've never even heard of them, so they probably don't have them at the grocery store. Sounds like a Kentucky thing. Yeah, what's in the Derby pie? Now I'm curious. Key lime is good too. Yes, key lime pie is good. Chocolate, walnut, pecan. Ooh, with a kiss of bourbon. Wow, that does sound like Kentucky. Oh, thank you, Janie. Yeah, lots more adventures planned. Right now is kind of the beta version of doing like a big like a 7-day trip around Arizona where I pick out some Airbnbs and stay in an Airbnb, and then take my time at these little towns instead of just rush through them. So lots more adventures. Sue Ellen, I've been on the road for the last 24 hours up in Phoenix, so I have not checked my email, but I will. Some of them are so long and so great that I feel bad if I just write like, thanks for sending. They need a proper response, and but thank you for sending the email. Yeah, I can't go wrong with the cheesecake. I'm not a big apple pie person. I'll be honest with you, I'm not. Unless it has vanilla ice cream and it's heated up a little bit. Cold apple pie, I'm not a big fan, but like heated up a little bit with some ice cream on top. Woo! Watch out. Watch out on that one. Welcome back from the mall. Hopefully you got some good walking in. Yeah, I'm gonna get the big cheesecake platter and then one pie. Just it might be a game time decision when I get there and I go, okay, which one looks the best? So we'll see. Game time decision. Maybe something light. Yeah, so like I'm thinking chocolate mousse. Is that light? Key lime might be light actually. That might be where to go. Some cheesecake and key lime pie. I don't think I can go wrong on that. Thank you, CL, again for sending the pie money. Appreciate it. I'll let everybody know it was from you. Thank you for always the positivity and helping, everyone helping. It's just amazing. Never knew you guys were out there until I started the YouTube, and still I never knew that it was going to be so awesome to so many awesome people. Because I go into other chat rooms, like yesterday, last night, I was in LA, Jeremy Reed's chat. There were 1,700 people there watching him drive around LA, and I said, "Hello, chat." Nobody said even acknowledged me. Now I get it. Not all chats are the same. But then I gave him a second chance. I said, "Hello, everybody." Like, just saying hello. Not one person out of the 1,700 people in the chat even acknowledged. As much as I like watching his show, the community is what makes a lot of these channels. And I didn't watch it long after that because I was like, I could sit here and watch them, but I like to chat with people. Nobody was chatting. They didn't want to chat. So I'm not judging. I'm just saying I think, the true crime chat rooms are a lot more open and friendly to talk, and his might just not be as much. People aren't used to that. So I'm not saying it's bad. It's just it's like, wow, we really do have good chat rooms, good people. Um, I think it's that why they're shocked when they go into, some of the chat rooms here of the YouTubers here with the true crime is people actually like say hello to them and they're like, "Hey, welcome. Where are you from?" They're like, it's like overly nice, and people are shocked by it. Like, whoa. Hello. Can't see your name, but hello. So coming up here on the right, about like 6 or 7 years ago, I tried to save my elementary school, guys, from being demolished by the city. So I created a change.org because I wanted my elementary school to be saved, not demolished. Now, right here is where my elementary school used to be, and they demolished it and put up these houses. They demolished it. So this is about, this is exactly where it was, all these houses. But the one thing they did do was put a little library in here in honor of the school. But yeah, this is right here about where my 6th grade classroom used to be. And now, so, trying to see where they had the, see, look, they even kept the thing. Oh my gosh, how cool. At least they kept my old name. Look at this. Look at that. They kept the old sign. So they turned that into a neighborhood, but they kept the original sign from the school. And that was because I fought so hard to try to not get it destroyed, save my school, and they ended up doing it. But it like the news came out, and it was a big thing, and so they said, hey, we're gonna put a library, like one of these like neighborhood libraries where people bring books, and then they're gonna build a park, and that's pretty cool. So at least I haven't seen that sign that they did. So yeah, it is cool. So I'm gonna go eat some lunch. Thank you guys for hanging out today. Be back. Appreciate everybody with the super chats and the liking and the just sharing the comments, the tips with the pies, everything. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for sharing your time with me today, because you know time is one of the most important things we have in life. So peace and love, everybody. I love doing the hearts. All right, everybody. Catch you on the next one. Say bye, Christine, Kathleen, Joe, Lord, Carols, Alyssa, Carlene, Allison, Carols, Kimbry, Sunflowers, Taurus, Slappy, Nancy, CL, thank you for the pies, Marie, Skippy, Sixth, Straight Liner. Yeah, I'm going to turn on the scanner when I get home. Are you streaming the dinner? That's kind of a game time decision. Southern, stay cool. Thank you. Barbara, have a good day. All right, everybody. Lunchtime. See you on the next one. Granny B, good to see ya. Tammy, Southern Butterfly. Thank you, Cheryl. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Cheryl. 219, Allie. Christine, thank you for being a mod in there today. Thank you, Kathleen, for all the support. Oranges, poranges. Love the name. One of the best names on YouTube. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good day.